Welcome back, rankers. Now look at this Mo. This is sensational. And a big thank you to Alan Jones, who was the first sponsor of this glorious monument to my hirsuteness, if that's a word. If you don't know what the Mo's for, it's to aid men's health. People can sponsor the Mo, and the proceeds go to helping people research prostate cancer and also men's depression. There will be a link in the show, and I'll place it in the video if you're on YouTube. And if you get the newsletter, it'll be on the newsletter. If you go to the blog, it'll be on the blog. But please sponsor if you can. This week, I wanted to take a quick look at some basics, because quite often we forget the basics when we're putting all our money into our websites. We've just moved office this week, and there's 5 of us, and we outgrew the old office, and we've moved into a brand new spanking building, so new in fact that it doesn't even appear on Google Maps yet. It's if you go to Google Street View, we're not there, it's just a vacant block. But I assure you, this is a real building, even though Google says it's not. But one of the things that we had to do, of course, when we only moved 500 metres down the road, was get our phone line transferred. Now, you reckon that would be an easy thing, going 500 metres down the road? Not so. But one of the things I was doing, I was Googling who else can I get as a phone line provider, because my existing provider couldn't handle the address 500 metres down the road. So I went to Google, as you would. 90% of people that use Google are using it to research purchasing decisions, and I'm no different. So I go to Google, and we type in business, we type in business phone line. Now that's what I'd type in. I don't know what you'd type in, but me, that's what I'd type in. Only interested in Australian companies, so we'll just go to the Google search, do the search. Okay, beautiful. Number 1 is AAPT. Interestingly though, Telstra, Australia's largest telecommunications provider, doesn't appear either in the organic results, and certainly doesn't have an ad either. Doesn't have an AdWords ad. But yeah, they're not on the front page, nowhere to be found. But the number 1 result is AAPT. Well done, AAPT, doing the work, getting up number 1 for that important key phrase. Go to the site, however, and this is where it all starts to fall apart. There's no phone number. I can't ring them to order. You know, and look, this was a legitimate strategy, I guess, back in the late 90s. You know, one of the things that the internet was meant to do was cut down some of the costs. So the idea being that, you know, you could have less people answering the phone at the office because you've got a website and people can walk through the prompts on the website and fill out forms and just buy. Well, I'm moving my phone line, my business phone line, and if I don't know anything about AAPT, which I don't know a lot except, you know, who they are, but I don't know anything about their products and services, I'm not just going to buy something that important that, you know, could essentially put us on our ear in a business sense if it doesn't work, just on the website, and they don't tell you terribly much about it, and you don't know where and how long it's going to take and all these sorts of things. But there's no one to ring. I'd be fine if I had a phone number for someone to ring. Now, for a telecommunications company not to have a phone number on the front page, sort of like they don't believe in the technology that they're selling. But all I'm saying is look, don't forget the obvious. Make it easy for people to pick up the phone. This is what it's all about. Just keep in mind that if people can't immediately find exactly what they want when they hit your site, they're going to hit the back button, and they've got another 10 results on the front page of Google that they can choose from. So it's all about, you've got, I don't know, half a second, if that, you think about your own surfing habits, and to grab their attention and get their information across. Make sure it's easy for them to find your phone number. I went hunting on their site and I still couldn't find it. Maybe I didn't look in the right places, but seriously, you're a telecommunications company, put it on your front page. But that is it for today's show. If you've got any questions, look, a big thank you to obviously Alan Jones for being the major Mo sponsor, but also everybody who commented on last week's show. Apparently, a lot of people got a lot out of it. And look, I was going to do a tour of the office today as well, but of the brand new office. But I've run out of time, and I'd rather get a real cameraman to do it, so we'll put something a bit schmicko. But if you're interested in seeing where we are, The photos are up on Facebook, so you can follow me on Facebook, and they're there. Or if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Jim Boot on Twitter as well. And I'll give a lot of SEO tips away and that sort of thing. I almost forgot to say, we are hiring, we're looking for a junior web developer. So if you know, when we say junior, we don't necessarily mean young. We just mean that the person probably hasn't been at web development that long. And the reason we want someone who's junior is because we want to turn them into an online marketing guru. So we don't want them too steeped in the ways of webware, because we want to teach them all about online marketing and SEO. So if you do know someone who is in the market to break into the online marketing industry, and then specifically search engine optimization, is technical, so a web developer, please let us know and send their CV through, and you can just shoot it through to cv@stewartmedia.biz. That's cv@stewartmedia.biz. Thanks very much. See you next week. Bye.